All right. Well, we have a guest today. So that's fun. Week one of the playoffs is done. Figured the best person to talk about it would be the 2-11-1 reigning champion. Um, so before we get into it, let's crack one, sip
Uh,
some, cheers, and let's talk some ball. So just a quick reflection moment, Ryan. How do you feel? What went wrong this year? What happened?
well, I mean, I took a risk on a couple. Like my keeper was bad, right? Brian Thomas was due for a breakout season, and it just didn't happen. The crazy thing is the Jags are so good, and somehow that didn't translate to him getting a ton of
Yeah.
touch. That's frustrating. Lamar was out games, like I took him early, and the running backs, Chase Brown, first round, like he was okay.
He turned it on when it was a little too late for you.
But I will say my other keeper would have been bad too, right? So my other keeper option was Justin Jefferson, who he's
It's been
averaged
awful. Yeah.
4 game. So I think I was due for a bad season, and some of my other draft picks just I didn't get lucky on where
Yeah.
you know deep picks ended up being good ones. So it is what it is. I've got 2 championships, so I'm not stressing about it.
Yeah, what is it, 2 in 4 years? So
I'll take it.
yeah, I think you'll take some losing seasons with some belts. So
Take that.
um all right, so let's do what we do here. We'll share the screen and we will chat a little bit about last week and talk about this week. So no need to highlight the teams that didn't make the playoffs. I will
Thank
start with my predictions went 1-3. So glad to see that's still how it goes. Um, Nothing's changed there. So we'll first talk about the Rock Boys versus Team Bucher. I think this game kind of went about how we expected it to.
you. Yeah.
Um, what were your takeaways, if any, Ryan? I'm going to probably throw to you more just because I'm kind of tired of hearing myself talk about these teams all year by myself.
Well, the fact that he started Shador, like, come on, man. Like, don't be that guy. Come on, Josh.
I
But
mean, Herbert and Bro, I mean, it didn't make a difference, but yes, I understand obviously. Um, yeah.
yeah, like I mean, even only getting 10 out of Herbert, I still there's no way I could make that decision in the playoffs. So, but I mean, Bucher's gonna be hard to beat. Like,
Yeah.
he even blow it out of the water this week compared to what this team can do, and he still put up 130. So I don't think it's he might coast to the championship this year, being getting Puka and Smith and Jigba thanks to you.
Yeah, it feels that way. Yeah, I kick myself every week on that JSN over Lad. But we'll talk about that in a little bit, a little foreshadowing of some redemption that could come up here. But I mean, this team all year was lacking a tight end, and
Yeah,
just that Colby Parkinson was just sitting in waivers in a extremely deep bench league that he wasn't rostered by anybody, and Nick was able to just pick up probably a top three tight end to end the year to throw in this lineup.
the wild thing is a couple of people on Josh's bench could have made this interesting. I mean, if he had Olave Flowers in there,
Yeah, Olave not starting is I think there's a lot of questionable decisions that were made by Josh here if we really wanted to get into it. I mean, wide receiver 9 on the bench. Zay's come on a lot. I mean, he had that really bad game against Cincy, but last 2 weeks has been over 14 points, 9, 9, 10. Very
yeah,
serviceable numbers, instead of playing Fat Debo. I don't know. We were 0 out of likely. I mean, yeah, I mean, I not that the other tight ends blew out the water or anything, but um,
yeah. But even I mean, Kareem Hunt's been super inconsistent. Debo's been up and down. I mean, you're obviously not going to bench Lamb, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, if we start, say Herbert, that's what, 8 more points, and then put in Olave over Kareem, that's a 15 point swing. All of a sudden, you're at what, 120, and all of a sudden, this game feels a little bit more winnable.
right.
0 out of likely kind of hurts it. I don't think it mattered. I think Nick was going to win this game anyway. It looks worse than it is, I think, here. But yeah, so congrats, Nick. Josh got a little cute here on the lineup, I think. Well, let's see. Yep, next game here we have Rearview versus the Milkman. Unfortunate for Ed here, outscores all but three. Well, three of the four winning teams outscored him, so it might not have mattered as much, but still strong week. I did pick Ed to win, so that clearly blew up in my face. Henderson splash. I mean, that came on a little too late for Ed. Um, but yeah, I mean, Milkman getting Josh Allen performance, Bears defense getting 22 points on that terrible, terrible Browns offense, and Nico Collins back to four. I mean, just really solid week up and down when you look at this lineup. No Devontae this week, most likely though, could hurt him. But and I think the big swing obviously was the 7.8 from Gibbs was
Yeah,
probably the decider.
terrible week to have his worst game of the year. I mean, other than that, I mean, I kind of was leaning Milkman. I mean, Adams has been on fire, Nico's been on fire, and Chain has been as
And
consistent as
Harvey's been great. I mean, ever since Dobbins went down, Harvey's been a very playable guy, for certain.
yep,
But yeah, I mean, Gibbs getting 7.8 when he's gotten 35. I mean, he's had some down weeks, but I mean, 18, 40, 60, 40. I mean, yeah, it just kind of sucks that that kind of happened on that Rams defense. But
yeah,
um, and Trevor Lawrence on the bench, obviously, who was going to start Trevor Lawrence this week? Let's be real. Um, but
yeah. Like
yeah,
where I mean, good for him finally. Okay, okay, all right, go. Sorry.
that's okay. But yeah, Ed's got a solid roster here, man. I just think he didn't have a bad week. I think Milkman's team is kind of rolling, getting hot at the right time with a lot of these guys, and obviously Dallas Goddard had a huge day, dropped a tud too. So tough out this team. Milkman coming back to get the belt to stuff in the cat closet. Let's see who is our next game. Team Nate sneaking away a victory here against like a good neighbor. It's just kind of a think just disappointing game from everybody's perspective. No one really had a great game. So from that point, just a favorable matchup for Nate. But George, I mean, again, who's playing Kyle Pitts over Hunter Henry this year?
Right.
That's hindsight's 2020. You could say Team Nate sliding Gainwell in would have made sense too. But yeah, just kind of no booms, just kind of either expected scores or just some down games. But yeah, not really. I don't really see too much to talk about here. Obviously, I think the bigger talking point is just the quarterbacking situation for Team Nate moving forward.
Yeah, it's tough to
Um,
guy late in the season.
yeah, and again, in these deep roster leagues where he does not have a quarterback on the roster, we're looking at who's available at this point. So, yeah, I don't know. That's going to be tough for him moving forward, but kind of unlucky. Obviously, it sucks to look at 41.6 on the bench and come out on a losing effort, but just you know didn't. Henry's been a bit of a disappointment this year, fantasy wise. Just been kind of more consistent than I thought, but
Yeah, but no boom games. I mean, he's
no, nothing. I mean, he had the stretch here where he scored 20 and 22, but outside of that, pretty disappointing. Just a down game for everybody. Kind of sucks to um, see it, the team that's favored to beat you put up a low number. But I will say, for the Milkman's sake, it's a lick at his chops a little bit, considering he outscored this team by 50 last week.
yeah,
But yeah, and then my game against Mike, a fun one. Thank you, Trey McBride. Thank you, Brock Purdy. Thank you, Jason Myers. That's really all I got to say. I got pretty scared watching Amon-Ra score two touchdowns in the first quarter.
yeah. I thought he was going to put up 60.
It seemed like it. I didn't feel good after Thursday night with Bijan getting his 25, but uh, thanks to Joe Depression for putting up 4.5 on the Ravens. That was much needed and appreciated. But
Yeah,
um,
I mean, your running back room didn't do anything. I mean, it's
mm-mm.
flex, but
I mean, my team didn't do much. I mean, you look at my receivers; they didn't do anything, and my running backs didn't do anything. I just had a good defensive matchup. My kicker went crazy and got lucky in the flex. I had a feeling about Tracy, but
and
uh,
wild Joe Burrow to put up 4.5. I mean, that's you got super fortunate there.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, 143 should win you a lot of games, but I do feel um, it doesn't look good prognosis wise for him as in a football standpoint, just the way he's talking. But good effort from Mike here, I will say. Michael Wilson was a great pickup midway through the year.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe it's
Obviously, go ahead.
Burrow. Maybe they actually consider that. I don't know. It's kind of depressing to hear that guy talk though.
It is. I mean, even today he said something about he thinks about a lot of things when he talks about football. It's just, the guy's I don't think he's in the right headspace to play well. So, it's kind of unfortunate at this time of year, but good effort from Mike. Just kind of unfortunate with some of his players. Obviously, you look at Bo Nix on the bench, had a great game, but again, I don't think I'm making that call. I don't think I'm putting Nixon over Burrow.
Not with how we they smashed us on Thanksgiving. I mean, there's no way I make that call.
Yeah, and then even who did the Cincy play the week before us? Because I thought he played pretty well then. Yeah, he had 24 points against Buffalo. Had those picks late, so it really was closer to 30. But yeah, I mean, who would have thought? But yeah, I mean, it was a good game. It was fun. Just kind of unfortunate to see. So we'll go ahead. We got our final four now between myself against Team Bucher and the Milkman versus Team Nate. We'll talk about Milkman versus Nate first. Um, uh, Surprisingly, projection is point 0.7 off, which is interesting. Um, yeah, I don't know. Anything jump off the page at you to get when looking at this matchup?
Um, I think JJ McCarthy scares me. I mean, I guess Nate has only so many options to go with, but I mean that could be a 20-point swing between what Josh Allen is going to do in Cleveland and JJ McCarthy. But I mean the matchup stuff, right? Josh Allen's going against a tough defense, but
And it's just one of those games where they just say, "Hey, James Cook, go win us the ball game," and kind of take it easy
yeah. And I
because
feel like DK is kind of, I mean, 11.75, he's been on a roll. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't smash that. So, I mean, I do think I would lean Milkman just based on some of his matchups and
yeah,
that quarterback situation. But it's also could be a game that Jonathan Taylor goes off, right? So,
right. Yeah, and, I kind of see it. Kind of looking at some of these matchups, like Josh Allen against Cleveland. It's a tough defense. I don't see him going crazy,
but
like he sometimes does. Chain with Cincy. I mean, that's a terrible defense, but what does Quinn Ewers look like?
yeah,
Can he get him the ball on time and in space? Like, say what you will about Tua, but the guy could throw timing routes and knew when to get the ball to the flat so Chain could score or at
yeah,
least get some movement here. So we'll see how Ewers does. I do think it's a bit of a bump, in Chain personally, but I mean, but yeah, I mean, again, Houston could crush Vegas and just not throw the ball. DK, who knows? Goddard again could be smashing Washington. He doesn't really do much. So there's certainly that. So they're bad defenses, but these games could get lopsided quick.
yeah.
Um,
It's tough because you also got to start now thinking about what teams are playing for what, because there's some,
exactly.
you know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's kind of my point, right? Like Cleveland, Cincy, Vegas, Washington, they're playing for draft position.
like
They're
you would kind of usually think Kelsey against the Titans. Oh, hey, that's a big matchup. I'm like,
How does Minshew look? You know,
right.
and Kansas City's out, so what do they care? Except for pride.
Like, does either team even care about that game? Like, that's where some of these teams are going to be
Right.
already. How bad football is this year?
Yeah, this game has so many variables. I mean, I think the biggest variables to me is what Jonathan Taylor do we get, and I don't think we get a good one because that San Fran D is pretty damn good.
Yeah,
And what are they going to do? They're going to put nine in the box because what are they scared Philip Rivers is going to beat him deep?
right.
I'm not concerned about that if I'm the Niners defense.
Not
Uh,
escaping either.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's like what's he going to do? Run a naked boot on you and hobble his way,
uh,
hobble his way on the sideline? But uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't obviously Milkman has the bigger boomer matchups from the perspective of these bad defenses, but yeah, the game script could dictate that other guys get the ball more, right? Just if it's a blowout. So I will go the Milkman though to stop my rambling, just because I think his players are better, his matchups are better.
Yeah.
But I certainly see a window for Team Nate to sneak in here and get a win with just some of these games if these defenses just don't show up and the game gets ugly early.
Yeah, if Josh Allen has one of those weird weeks where he only puts up 12 points like he's had, I mean, Nate could have a chance, but
Absolutely. And that Giants defense is abysmal. So, and JJ McCarthy's looked better the last 2 weeks. So I don't think it's a total throwaway that he's going to just suck.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think this game is probably a closest game. But I do give it the lean to the Milkman.
yeah, I agree.
And then I got my work cut out for me against the Juggernauts. Um, I think it all kind of hedges to what happens tomorrow night, considering that he has three guys in the middle of his lineup that play, and we'll see how Kobe Parkinson, Nakua, and JSN do. Um, but I'm going to start the Lad McConkey narrative. You
There you
know, I went and got my guy, knowing that this week I was going to play Bucher in the semifinals, and he was going against the Dallas defense against those corners.
go. Yeah,
That's why he was drafted. That's why he's here to get me 25 this week.
yeah.
And but yeah, what are your thoughts here on a realistic standpoint of just kind of what you see?
I mean, I don't think anybody's going to even flirt with Bucher the last 2 weeks. Like, it's just the fact that he got Nakua and Smith and Jigba together, and then you haven't even mentioned McCaffrey.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah, just throw in the ultimate fantasy football running back just in the middle of that. And then Quinshon Judkins against a really, really bad Buffalo rush defense.
Rashi Rice. I mean, he could take a step back with what's going on there. Like,
And
I
he's
would,
in concussion protocol as well, so we'll see if he clears.
yeah, I would if he plays. I'd be shocked for him to be putting up 15 just with their current situation. But even so, oh, you got Mike Evans on the bench. All right, great.
Yeah, it's a very and he has Corum too.
Yeah,
So I mean Corum's startable, frankly. Yeah, I mean I don't see myself having a lot of hope here, to be honest with you.
you
Uh,
need like one of those breakout games like McBride had.
my window of opportunity is certainly starts with Trey McBride.
Yep.
That's really where it starts.
Or a
Um,
game like we've been on. It seems like we've been waiting for Bucky to break out this year, and it hasn't happened.
this is a monster game for the Bucks, right? I mean, this is a must-win game for the division, pretty much. And Tyrone Tracy's looked good, so I think those are some opportunities. I've been debating Genty in the flex. I don't like that Houston defense matchup. But I mean, what am I going to throw in there? Igbok has been terrible.
I mean, Jason Myers might put up another 20 spot for you.
Yeah, I'm hoping he can counteract one of those receivers. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I just need, like you said, I need Pickens or McConkey or just one of these guys who hasn't done it this year to have a monster game because I expect McBride to have 20, 25 points. It's kind of I think that projection of 13 is terrible.
The tough
Um, but
games that matter, right? Like you got the Seahawks Rams game. That's a very important game. Um, San Francisco is still kind of playing for position. So like a lot of his players are kind of needing to win
yep.
outside Ashi Rice and Judkins. But yeah, that's a tough matchup. I think you would need like two breakout games from a couple of guys and hope that, he has a random dud to,
Yeah.
to
I agree. I mean, I think we'll know pretty firmly what it's looking like after tomorrow night, just between what Myers ends up getting me just as a variable, and then there's three big pieces in the middle. But I don't feel very good. So it looks like we'll have a Bucher versus Milkman final. That should be a pretty entertaining matchup. But yeah, I think the overall consensus is just Team Bucher is going to be really, really tough to stop.
Milkman seems to always be there.
He does.
I don't know what his record is, but in Final Four, he seems to always be in there.
He does. He does. He well, when you have the number one fantasy quarterback every single year, it helps. But yeah, I mean, right here, I mean, 7 against Houston. I mean, outside of that game, he's been Jets was 10, but outside of that, it's been good. But yeah, I don't know. It should be a fun game. Hopefully, there's some surprises. Hopefully, there's some upsets. I would love to have a chance to win a belt in my own league, but I don't
Good
think it's probable. Crazier things have happened. What was that?
This is the closest you've gotten, right?
Probably. I'm always terrible in this league. But well, any closing remarks? Any thoughts you wanna leave the league in here going into this semifinal weekend?
Not really. I mean, glad I gave some other people some opportunities to win this year. So
Hmm.
you're welcome.
What's the
Uh,
game plan for next year?
well, I guess I'd have to see who the keepers are going to be lost, right? Because there's a couple that are going to free up, probably like Bijan and McCaffrey. Maybe I don't know who
Yeah, I
can't.
have the list here. There's actually quite a bit that are hitting the market. Bijan, Puka, Drake London, Jonathan Taylor, CD Lamb are all re-entering the draft pool.
Yeah, I mean, with the year that Puka had, I mean, he's got to be in discussion for pick one or two at this point.
I
That
would say so, and Bijan too. Obviously, I feel like that's probably the consensus.
Yeah, Bijan has been as consistent as it gets. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I honestly like there's not a keeper on my team that I want. Like Lamar, I don't want to cost a second round pick on anymore now. That kind of shot me in the face. Uh, Brian Thomas, some of my receivers, like there's nobody that I'm like, hey, I want to make sure I have them next year. So I'll probably take a really low round pick to keep somebody stupid
Hey,
and
you could keep Dicker in the 13th.
yeah, that might be worth it. But yeah,
Oh boy, Ryan. Nick Chubb in the ninth and Joe Mixon in the 11th.
yeah,
Boy.
and we took risks this year. We took risks.
He
So
tank here. We wanted, like you said, you wanted someone else to have some fun.
yeah, we'll see. It'd be nice to not personal, but rooting against Milkman because so I can remain the only two time.
Hmm.
So hopefully get a new champion, whether it's you or Bucher or Nate. Nate could shock the
Yeah,
world.
I think we need to talk about Nate a little bit.
He's team for the last 5 years going.
He really has been. I mean, I'm gonna kind of go back in the league archives. I think he deserves a shout out moment here.
Yeah, show
Um,
how bad he's been. Piece of shit.
yeah, he's been awful. I mean, frankly, it's been horrendous. I mean, 20. Well, I was really bad last year. That's good. Um, but yeah, last year 5-9, missed the playoffs. Year
Uh,
before that, 4-8,
I can't really talk. I'm 2-11, so like, what am I? What
three
am
and
I?
11,
There we go.
and this is before he was added. So at least I
So
think.
winning season.
No, there we go. He was the third here in 20. So this is the first playoffs he's sniffed in 4 years. And he's in prime position to get an upset win and make something happen. But it's fun to see new people kind of ascend. This year was, I know I've talked about it every time I come on here, but it was really fun to see 3 through 11 be one game away.
Yeah.
Just made it count more. But all right. So we'll wrap it up now. Actually, but teeth look good. Teeth look nice and shiny.
Ethan. So it is a temporary. It actually already came out, so I had to go back to the dentist, and they had to cement that shit back in.
Oh,
I my actual permanent implant New Year's Eve. So I'll probably be in some pain New Year's Eve, and we'll be looking to drink heavily after that.
that's the tone that we want to set.
Yep.
But on that note, everyone, best of luck
I'll be.
this weekend. Team Bucher, I hope your team stinks. I wish Mike good luck. I will not wish you good luck because your team is much better than mine. But
Oh, and pay me if you haven't.
mm,
Jackasses. There's only a couple of people left, but yeah, send me the Venmos if you haven't. If you're still in it, not a big deal. But if you're not, I want to make sure people get paid on time and aren't waiting for people to pay.
that is why Ryan is our treasurer. But all right. Well, best of luck, everyone. Enjoy the weekend before Christmas. See you.